we go. We going live. Hold on, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we live. Here we go. We doing a quick live, y'all. What's up? You know, we probably ain't got nobody watching this. We probably, but listen, we gonna go live anyway. Before Grim go in it, we talk about this Diddy doc because I watched a little bit of it, but I can only stomach so much. But so before we get to the Diddy doc, we ain't gonna do that until Grim get in here. But I want you to listen to something because you was just talking about some stuff the other day. This is Club Shay Shay with the Game.
Still the best rapper from Compton? I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton. Definitely? Definitely. Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today? Game. Damn, that was quick. Yeah, it ain't. That's it. Ain't nobody getting at you? Can't nobody out-rap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit too, if it came down to that. So it's like I'm the best rapper in this town. Damn, Game. I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop. I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I use Cube's legacy to help me sharpen. Right. I use Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I use Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up. For sure, right? Absolutely. But you see the way he walked? You see the way he chewed that gum? Okay. He got the wristband on his elbow. Now, Mike, in Kobe's prime, Mike couldn't hold Kobe. No. But that's because he came before him and he done with it. Right. I'm not saying if I was in 1992 with Cube might be able to, go crazy. Right. But right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me. That's Cole Shannon to get $50 in line.
So they definitely poking the bear. Poking the bear. Was you able to hear that? Technical difficulties.
They're definitely poking the bear.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But I will say this. He's not lying.
You don't think Game's lying? You don't think Game's lying? Game's tight. Game's motherfucking tight.
Rap. Now, me and you've had this discussion. He said in his comment, he's a complete artist. I think he said that, right?
Yeah.
Complete artist. We've had this discussion. You need a lot of help with your courses. Complete artists don't need help with their courses.
So is Game better than Kendrick in your mind? You being a West Coast kid.
I'm having to make malfunctions over here.
Malfunctions. You need a new headset, my dog. But I want to know: is Game better than Kendrick? Game talking shit. Game talking about Kendrick. So before we get to the Diddy motherfucking documentary, I need to know: is Game better than Kendrick? Because Game talking shit, and I want to see it happen. Let's go. Having technical difficulties.
Damn right I am. I'm trying to get this shit together. No, he's not. Because like Kendrick Lamar, prime example. Look at this. They not like us. They not like us. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's a motherfucking hit. That's
a fucking hit. And that's lyrics and chorus.
I
don't think Game can do something like that.
I can't.
Like I said, Game is the best rapper. Complete artist. But he's still my favorite rapper. That nigga can rap circles around any nigga out there in the West.
But can he rap circles around Kendrick?
No. Nah. Because all Kendrick would have to do is just do what he did to Drake. But if you put him in the booth and just tell them niggas to spit, I think Kendrick can hold his own. I honestly think he can. I know Game is a good rapper, and he does his thing in the booth, but I know for a fact, Kendrick Lamar will be able to hang in there with him. That nigga ain't no damn walk in the park. Kendrick Lamar is not no walk in the park.
Game ain't no walk in the park. No.
That's why he's a part of the big three. Nigga ain't no walk in the park. And them three niggas ain't no walk in the park.
Yeah.
That's why niggas was coming at them.
Okay. You got a
he's my favorite rapper. And I do agree. Yeah, you the hottest, you the best, rapper. But if it came to Kendrick stepping up, then that's when it's gonna be like, you gonna be reaching for your shit. Like K Solo said when DMX was in prison with the niggas.
We got to verify these gamers. This gaming. He's saying, what's this podcast about? It's about the Diddy doc. We waiting for an amigo to hop in. So we gonna talk about this Diddy documentary. And did 50 Cent go too far? That's what we're gonna talk about. Did 50 Cent go too far? Is 50 Cent killing the culture? Jay, you need a new headset, my brother. But we gonna talk about this because some people say 50 Cent went too far. And we gonna get into it because I need Grim in here because I know Grim feel a certain way about snitching, dry snitching and all that. But I got a question to ask. When somebody's over here taking ass and doing all these things, allegedly, is there too far? Is there a too far? You got this person dead, that person dead, that person raped, that person they ass whooped. This girl done got her ass whooped. You done seen somebody get their ass whooped on camera. He done hit a nigga with a bat over here. At what time do you say enough's enough? And somebody got to drop the dime. Somebody got to call the police.
I got to call the police.
Somebody got to call the police.
Somebody call 911.
Someone call. Thanks. And is you mad at 50 Cent for doing it? Is you upset 50 Cent's doing it? Jay, are you upset?
You know what? I don't know what to feel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what to feel. It's crazy because we were in New York for a great deal, and we heard a lot of stuff in them streets about certain artists.
Yeah. It was going down up there when that shit was happening.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Puff Daddy was definitely name was in the mix of a lot of shit.
A lot of bullshit back in the 90s. Back in the 90s.
Yeah, but you would have to be there. You know what I'm saying?
To hear the bullshit.
To hear the bullshit. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of it was like, nah, hell no. Nah. That nigga doing that? Nah, I don't believe it. But the industry has always had that shit about it to where people were asked or was told they were going to maybe have some type of help getting them to where they needed to be in this industry. And that with that help required favors.
Right. And Diddy did a lot of favors in the industry. So a lot of people shut the fuck up,
bro. And it wasn't just Diddy. It would be people who could be as far as maybe a street team, a person on a street team who knew somebody and who knew some of the big wigs and was like, yo, you trying to put out a demo? I work for this company. I can help you out. You know what I'm saying? And you might be like, oh, well, hell yeah, bet. What do I got to do? You do what they ask you to do. And then one day they're going to ask you to do something else. And you probably be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You either with it or you ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Diddy had a lot of pull back in the 90s. Diddy still got pull. Yeah. They saying Diddy allegedly done sent 50 Cent some flowers after this shit dropped. You know what I'm saying? He done sent a motherfucker some flowers. You know what that means? Diddy's back on his diabolical shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how Curtis Jackson taking them flowers because he's already been shot a few times. So who's to say you're gonna survive this time?
And it's crazy. Diddy sending this nigga flowers.
They saying rest in piss, man. Diddy saying rest in piss.
But do you think maybe this is all a part of their whole scheme? This
man, I can't speculate that. I can't speculate that.
Because you've seen the footage. Now let me ask you something. The footage that's on this documentary, it's a lot of good footage. Was like I've been hearing like, how the hell did he get this type of footage? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't pay.
Diddy had hanging around him with some grimy ass motherfuckers.
Nah, see, Diddy gave consent to that damn footage. Diddy.
Okay.
From what they're saying, Diddy thought this was gonna be some footage. Film this shit. As I go through this, I'm gonna come out triumphant. You know what I'm saying? When I beat this shit, we gonna be able to package this up, sell it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I did that. That's what Diddy thought this was. And so win, lose, or draw, he was gonna sell that footage anyway, because the footage is still valuable. Now, I don't know if he knew it was gonna fall into Curtis Jackson's hands. Curtis Jackson probably bought it under another name. We don't know how 50 Cent got this footage. But he got it. He bought the rights to it. He tried to put a cease and desist to it. 50 owns that footage outright. So
I will say this, man. 50 Cent, bro, anything you touch as far as films is hot. From Power to what's the other BMF to the Raising Cain. Now we have the Diddy, the Diddy show.
The Diddy documentary.
Bro, anything seems like 50 touch when it comes to films, man.
He's making money. He's making money.
So, and who's to say, man, Diddy, I mean, Diddy will probably take that money and put it on his books. You never know. I don't think he's a bad dude like that. I keep hearing a lot about this baby mamas being smashed. What was the other thing? That's why he's doing it. Then I heard amongst other stuff, you know what I'm saying? They've always been beefing, and he asked me to go shopping, you know, just a whole bunch of different shit I've been hearing. But it's facts. So I don't see that type of stuff keeping 50 from giving Diddy any money.
I definitely think. I think 50 gonna break bread. But
truth be told, he got to, because Diddy's the star of the show.
Nah, he ain't got
without no Diddy. He ain't got. Without no Diddy, this shit wouldn't pop off. What the motherfuckers give a fuck about?
If you didn't get points on it, you didn't get points on it, man. If he bought that film outright, and Diddy and his crew's already been paid, and he didn't know who was buying it, that's on Diddy. You've already been paid for that footage, my brother. So he ain't necessarily, you know, if you didn't negotiate points or cash up front, it's your loss. You know, so I don't know, man. I'm gonna just say this, man. Prayers to all the victims. You know what I'm saying? To the real victims. You know, I do think it's dry snitching what Curtis Jackson's doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not even gonna knock it either. That's why you got Ja Rule jumping in here. You got Marlon Wayans jumping in. All these people are conditioned to the industry and the industry's sexual ways and tendencies, where you know somebody getting done bad, but I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and mind my business. And I do understand that, because it is like that on the street. But in the street, when you see somebody doing some shit that Diddy do, the streets handle that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's a pedophile or you just doing some old silly shit. Matter of fact, even in the jail system, if you're doing what Diddy doing, you're gonna get handled, bro. The streets handle your ass. The problem with the record industry, ain't nobody handling the motherfucker like Diddy. You mean to tell me everybody love Pac, but nobody wrote out for motherfucking Pac? Everybody love Big, but nobody wrote out for Big? I'm telling you like that right now. If it was Matter of fact, let's keep it a buck. Or Baby Lane, what's his name? Orlando Anderson. Dude was murdered for killing Pac. Think about that. Dude was murdered for killing Pac. The streets handled him. Nobody touched Diddy though. The streets in LA knew Diddy might be behind it, allegedly. And the record industry knew allegedly Diddy might be behind that. Nobody touched Diddy. Because the fans, we in the industry are conditioned to uphold these motherfuckers. You know? And I was a bad boy for life type of guy.
Yes, you was.
All this.
And I was rolling with Death Row. Shit.
Yeah. But see,
hell yeah.
You claim you love Biggie, you love Pac, but nobody rode for him in the industry. Not Tretch, not Marlon Wayans, how many Pac had a whole bunch of homeboys, but ain't nobody ride for him. Or at least press Diddy and say, hey, yo, I heard you involved with killing my man. You see what I'm saying? Diddy can't knock off everybody. He can't knock off everybody. So, it is what it is, man. Waiting to Grim to the beat to get up
off everybody. Ain't
Grim
off everybody, my brother.
Grim struggling to get in this bitch. But man, at the end of the day, man, I just think it's some foul shit. Like I said, I watched pieces of that documentary. I'm not about to watch 4 hours of that bullshit. I'm not about to watch 4 hours of that. Yeah, 4 hours. I'm not about to watch 4 hours of that. Or 4 hours of dry snitching. It is what it is. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not about to watch that. I mean, a whole bunch of people speaking a piece on this Diddy stuff. I heard some people say it was taken out of context. Listen, if you watch that shit, ain't nothing taken out of context. You dry snitching.
Reminds you of the R. Kelly thing, don't it?
Yeah, you dry snitching. I'm also saying don't uphold his actions, because not everybody in that damn documentary.
Yeah, definitely don't uphold those.
Everybody in that documentary ain't a street person. They not in the streets. So most of these people are allowed to say what they're saying. You can't hold everybody to the same code of the streets, especially if they're not in the streets. I'm sorry.
And that's always that's always been a talked about thing. You can't hold people who ain't a part of the streets to the
facts.
Here lately, as far as like social media, I've been seeing that.
Facts. If my grandma ain't a street dude, you can't hold her to the same standard. If she see you doing something wrong, you breaking into a house, she allowed to call the police and say, hey, I see this man over here breaking in this house in my neighborhood. You can't do that. But the problem is the record industry is conditioning because the record industry ain't the streets, but it's trying to bring in street values into the record industry, then regurgitate it and put back on the streets for people and say, no snitching. If you a regular civilian, you ain't claiming no gang, you ain't banging, you ain't doing none of that, you allowed to do all that. You working 9 to 5, you minding your business, you playing the family man, the family woman, do your thing. Because you're not supposed to put people. Back in the days, people used to get checked for that, bro. Back in the days, people used to get checked. You know what I'm saying? And the game talking about he the best rapper from Compton, bro. Man, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro.
I mean, listen. No one's gonna step to that challenge. I don't see nobody from Compton stepping to that challenge. Kendrick has too much right now on his plate to even worry about something like that.
Nah, he ain't gonna worry about that.
Even worry about something like that. And we were speaking earlier, I was like, man, it seems like, why is everybody coming at the big three?
Because they the big three. Shit. You can't be part of the big three if you don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want no smoke, man, you gonna have to step down. Step down and step out. But
it seems like a lot of these cats is poking at the big three. And they don't care which one they get. They just want one of them.
Hell yeah. Because ain't that how Kendrick did Drake? That's how he did Drake. Yeah. He kept poking at Drake till Drake came off that throne and I give Drake that props, bro. Because he didn't have, most people wouldn't have did that shit. What he did was damn near career suicide, man. Straight up. That was a career suicide right there. That was a suicide mission. There was no way to go but down for Drake. what you possibly gonna beat Kendrick, and they say, oh, the champion of champions beat somebody under him. Hooray! You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a Drake fan, but it don't make no sense. You know, Michael Jackson can go at Prince all he want, but Prince never took that fight on because he always felt like Michael Jackson was beneath him. But please believe it, Prince would have been going for Mike wouldn't try to challenge him. The only reason why Mike wanted to challenge him because Prince felt like you are beneath me.
That's what it is.
That's definitely what it is.
You are beneath me.
Hey, what's going on, Garcia?
Hey.
What's happening? Shout out to you.
What's going on, Garcia?
But at the end of the day, man, from this Diddy doc, no. What the question is? Did 50 Cent go too far in your mind? Yes or no? Okay, no.
I don't think he did. You know what I'm saying? After saying what you're saying, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? These people we do got to expose, man. A lot of the shit that they doing, I do not condone. That's
Beto Garcia said they will subscribe to us. Thank you if you subscribe, man. Like and subscribe, check it out, man. We don't usually do lives, but we doing this live. Just tapping in and talking about this P. Diddy documentary. Did 50 Cent go
too far? The game fans, how do you feel about what he just played here? I am a game fan. I am, like I said,
and the game saying
you are a better rapper.
Best. Yes, Game said he is the best rapper.
All around, I can't give you that. I can't give you the all around, bro. Compton. He didn't say California. He said Compton.
Appreciate it, Garcia. Appreciate it. We got a guest coming in. We got a guest. What's up? Grim. So Grim has entered the center. So the question is, Grim, on this Diddy documentary, did 50 Cent go too far, man?
Okay, now say that again, bro.
Did 50 Cent go too far on this Diddy documentary?
Okay.
Joe?
He did.
Joe.
Listen, 50, he went way too far on this documentary as far as just, you know, I'm gonna say like this, man. I feel like Diddy has had enough of his trials and tribulations through the courts, man, to have another one of us trying to break him down over just the fact that, you know, the guy doesn't like the guy, and that's obviously what it's over. You know what I'm saying? I can understand exposing bad behavior and predatory behavior to the community because it needs to be made aware of. But if we're just, you know, like nitpicking at people because we just don't like them because we have the power and the money to, then no, I don't think that's right. And I think that's what we're looking at here.
That's what Puppy was doing.
Yeah, that's what Puff was doing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Puppy was doing.
Yeah, I mean, the post literally fucking people, sedating them, so we can do it to Bill Cosby when we can't do it to this person. And you mean to say we can't do it because he black?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be exposed. And I'm not saying
just said one of us. So what you mean one of us?
No.
One of us.
Okay, well let me put it to you like this. It's unfortunate that it had to be 50 Cent because 50 Cent has prior beef with
Okay, hold up. Garcia's giving us a tip. He's saying we can't say bad words. Got you. I did hear that before. I heard that before. That you can't cuss or they won't show you your live.
Thank you for that tip. I did not know that.
Appreciate the tip, Joe. Yeah.
But yeah,
so it's me. No, it's me. I'm cussing.
Oh. But yeah, so you know, it's just unfortunate that I'm not saying that Diddy's right or everything he's doing is disgusting and should be exposed. It's just in this sense, and that's why you have to be careful who you beef with, because it's unfortunate in this situation that it has to be 50 Cent who has prior beef with him. So that just gives him even more motive to just run him in the ground, even with all the shit that's already on the surface. So really, Diddy has no leg to stand on. I'm just saying, you know.
No,
but in a way, I kind of feel like it's just 50 Cent, so he does what he does, just like the Rick Ross.
Hold up, Joe said he got to leave. We appreciate it, Joe. Take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir. Please do. Be careful out there.
Appreciate it.
And thank you.
Jay.
But yeah.
But we know 50 clown anybody, just like the Rick Ross thing. You know what I'm saying? You got something that's out there that's dirt, he'll pull it out there and he'll use it and he'll benefit off of it. So I don't really think this, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at this as 50 being 50. You know what I'm saying?
And it is. It's classic 50. He's King
so
Troll.
I don't really, but it is some shameful stuff about Diddy in the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we grew up in that era. I was a bad boy. I used to dance to the music. Death Row too, you know what I'm saying? They were all hot. They had hot material out there. And the thing that was going on was like, what? Dang, that's crazy.
Right.
We looked up to these people. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say this. I got a little something. I'm gonna play back what Marlon Wayans. He had shot back because everybody was giving him flack. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he got to say. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man.
All right, so I'm gonna make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love.
Okay. That was Marlon Wayans he was explaining his opinion on the Diddy thing. Tell me what you think about it, Grim. First thought.
I think he's right. I brought as a matter of fact, I brought that. That was the first thing that got brought to my attention that made me bring it to anybody else's attention was Marlon Wayans saying something. He pretty much just said what everybody else was thinking. Pretty much.
So don't let nobody bully you. So don't let nobody bully you. We talking about 50 Cent bullying, but we not talking about P. Diddy bullying. P. Diddy don't bully.
P. Diddy is a predator. Well, I'm saying, is there a difference between a predator and a bully, or are they the same thing?
Nah, it can all be the same, especially when you kill Kid Cudi's dog, unwrap all his Christmas gifts, break into his house, blow up his car.
That's pretty psycho. Bullying. That's like.
But pretty so psycho. You can have a man accused of all this, but then you have people like Marlon Wayans. You saying you not backing him up, but you talking about 50 being the bully, but you're not talking about Diddy being the bully. That's what I'm saying. We are conditioned because what you do in the entertainment game, you're conditioned to say, "Hey, I got your back, dog," or because you can do me a favor, dog. And then the fans are conditioned the same way. Is 50 dry snitching? I believe yes, he is. Is it wrong?
And allegedly Diddy did all this over a girl to Kid Cudi. So
Cassie, the one he was whooping up and down the hotel.
He killing dogs, opening gifts. Man, that's a little bit psychotic.
That's super psychotic.
Right.
And very controlling. Allegedly, like I was telling Keith, people been saying, 50's putting this DVD out because 50's baby mama was one of his peoples or freaks. I don't know, whatever they said. That's why 50's doing what he's doing. No, this is 50. This is what he does.
Right.
Like I said, this is expected. You know what I'm saying? I am not the least shocked, for real.
Listen, man, it sucks. All the way up to 2018, Diddy was my idol. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. He was my idol. That's the guy I was trying to be with until I found out what they really meant when they was calling that man, or he was calling himself Buddy Love. I think
Buddy Love.
He was calling himself Buddy Love. I don't know what Grim's doing. Whatever Grimm's doing, he's doing too much.
I think he called himself Brother Love. What
Brother Love? I thought it was Buddy Love.
Yeah,
I thought it was Buddy Love. But at the end of the day, I was a Diddy fan. I was all with that. Take that.
No, it's Brother Love.
You know, I was with Diddy until 2018.
Yeah, you remember that was the thing. Take that.
I wanted to be Bad Boy for life. Listen, when we was rapping, if you was really gonna ask me who I wanted to be signed to, Bad Boy. Yeah, thank God. Because I'm telling you, dog, dude would have touched me inappropriately. I'm telling you right now, you got to die for something, or go to jail for something. Because, bro, hey man, how you gonna live with millions and then this brother?
And then you got these niggas. You got these
out
niggas.
Here. We got to stop with the wordage, bro. We got to stop with the wordage, bro.
Yeah. So these guys I seen on the podcast that were the Day 26 people or A26, whatever, Day 26. Yeah. These guys were on the podcast crying their eyes out. I don't know if you've seen that, Jay. I don't know if you guys seen that. It was just the saddest thing ever for me to see grown men cry over this. And this is because of Diddy's victimization. So yes, it has caused an impact. When you got grown men getting on podcasts and crying about it, talking about their victims,
Justin Bieber.
Yes, it's a problem. I've never heard 50 get up and say he's a victim. So
no.
But you know what I'm saying, and I've never heard that song.
You ever Bieber did that song saying he lost himself at a Diddy party? Now what?
He lost more than that.
Exactly. It's crazy. The hell? It's crazy.
You know what he meant?
Yeah. No, you ain't got to spell it out, bro. And it's sad, bro. That's not cool, man.
That's not money I dropped.
That's not cool, man. At any shape, form, or fashion, I don't care if it's dry snitching. I don't care what it is. All that street shit got out the window. I mean, street stuff go out the window. At the end of the day, everybody knows what happened in the streets when a pedophile is met with street people. It's street justice. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily pew pew, but you definitely catching these, bro. You definitely catching these, and a little foot action too. So if you get caught, it is what it is. You might not go to jail, but you're definitely getting these, bro. So I don't know, man. A lot of the stuff is disgusting. I know a lot of it's allegedly, but it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of victims. And listen, that Cassie, it wasn't allegedly, man. We seen it. Listen. That was only the one time we seen. How many times? He literally chased that girl down the hallway in a hotel. And he ain't care who was gonna show up.
He's been abusing her for years.
He's been abusing
her for years. I want to say he had probably dinner had her hypnotized. She was getting peed on. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the guy saying that she liked to get peed on and how she never took showers.
We ain't gonna get into her freakiness. Listen, because there's.
If you really want,
listen, bro, that's not a crime. If that's what she liked, that's what she.
It's not. It's not. But it's questionable. Very questionable.
She's questionable. Straight up, she's questionable.
They're both questionable.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. He says she's a fire hydrant. But yeah, okay. And then there's this another situation, Grim. You have came late to the party, but I want to let you hear this other thing right here. And this is from the Game.
You're still the best rapper from
on
Compton.
Club Shay Shay.
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton. Definitely.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Ooh. Yeah, it ain't. That's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody out-rap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit, too, if it came down to that. So it's like, I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, Game. The OG, man. There's some OGs, some heavyweights. Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I use Cube's legacy to help me sharpen. Right. I use Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I use Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
Absolutely.
But
You see the way he walked? You see the way he chewed that gum?
Okay.
He got the wristband on his elbow.
Now, Mike, in Kobe's prime, Mike couldn't hold Kobe.
No.
But that's because he came before him and he done with it. Right. I'm not saying if I was in 1992 with Cube might be able to, go crazy.
Right.
But right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me.
That's Cole Shannon to get $50 in lineups.
And that was on Club Shay Shay. That was the game on Club Shay Shay. Saying he's the best on the West. And you know who he's talking about. You know who he's trying to say.
We know.
So is the game better than Kendrick?
No. He's not a better rapper than Kendrick. And I'm gonna say, listen, I want to say this. It's by a very, very small margin that I'm saying this. And it's because I really like Game more than Kendrick, but that verse that Kendrick spit on that Whips and Chains was absolutely phenomenal. And I've never heard Game spit nothing like that.
It was.
So I got to give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Crooked cops trying to steal.
Straight up.
Like I said,
it's a very small margin. Huh?
I was telling Keith earlier, like, what Game said, Kendrick ain't no walk in the park, bro. That dude is.
Kendrick ain't no walk in the park. Kendrick will walk.
He's big three for a reason.
Kendrick will walk.
Yeah,
man, listen, he ain't big three. Like right now, he's numero.
Well, he's the big one, but
he's big me. He's big me.
Ain't
no big three.
Like we had just. Like I was telling him, is like I wonder why everybody's just coming at the big three. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody else with Pat Pooh say it ain't no big. What he say?
Well, Pat Pooh want to smoke. All the old heads want to smoke. All the lyrical people want to smoke. Listen,
no, Game is the one that really wants smoke though. Game wants smoke.
Yeah, he really wants smoke. I think they both want smoke.
I think they all want smoke.
You know what I'm saying?
Pat Pooh is more than a walk in the park. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, Pat Pooh, he'll unscrew some nuts and bolts out of all them suckers. You hear what I'm saying? Like
him and Game should do a versus. Pat Pooh and Game should do a versus.
What's with you on these verses? Verses are trash. I'm talking about rap battle and lyrics on tape. On stage, I don't want to see them.
I don't know because I love verses and I love the concept of it ever since the first one I seen.
Verses are trash.
So I'd like to see more of them.
Yeah, verses are trash.
What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I'd like to see more of them too. They're actually, as long as they continue the how they're doing it, like with the Bone 3-6, the Gucci Mane.
But it's not fair. It's not fair. Verses are not fair. The lesser opponent always wins. Always. If you are any kind of class of artist, 3-6 don't have the hits Bone have, but they only beat them because they can afford so many features because they need that to survive. Bone ain't featuring Lil Wayne. Bone ain't featuring nobody. Bone gets features. Bone don't feature. The only person that they ever featured in the real career that was somebody was Tupac.
Oh yeah.
That's it. The rest of the people they featured was their people. Bone gets featured.
Yeah, because Bone got featured on Biggie Smalls, didn't they?
Yeah. Don't nobody feature 3-6. Didn't nobody just, hey, 3-6, come get on this album. No. I mean, they might got one or two. I don't know who, but Bone, Mariah Carey called him up. Biggie called him up. Come on, man. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It still draws money and it's still entertaining, and I love it.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining, but
it's a good staple for hip hop. That's what we need.
But it's a setup.
Staple for hip hop.
Like there's no way the Lox should have ever beat Dipset. The Lox, one of my favorite groups, should have never beat Dipset. Dipset has hits. The Lox don't really got no hits. They got some good songs I'm gonna ride to in the car and listen to. But they ain't got no songs that's gonna be on the radio.
I ain't watched that one.
I mean, I seen half of it.
That was one of the best ones. That was one of the best ones.
It was a good one.
But it's
one of those. I'm not gonna be
lying. It was in New York.
It was one of those when I heard who was battling. It was like, come on, bro. Dipset got this all day. I can't even think of one song out from the
man. If you watched it, man, the Locks are just better performers, man. Locks are just better performers. That's what it was.
That's crazy.
They took it serious. But you got to understand, Dipset didn't take it serious because Dipset accomplished more. This wasn't the highlight of their career. You know what I'm saying? The Locks literally really does shows together. Dipset come together to form a group. It's kind of like Jim Jones and Jules Santana said. The Locks is an actual group. Dipset are 3 solo acts that come together to make Dipset. That is the truth, like he said. You know what I'm saying? So, but the diddler, I do believe everybody's going too far with this Diddy junk, man. But I do believe it's in good response to Diddy's actions, man. I mean, at the end of the day, hey, man, the things you were doing with Predatorial, it's time to pay the piper, man. Sometimes it just be like that, you know.
You know what you did?
Yeah, you can't get away forever, my boy. You can't get away forever. You know what you did,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, especially if you behind Tupac and Biggie's murder, bro. You're tweaking. Especially if you behind their murder, allegedly. Man, that hurts my heart to know if you behind that, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, man. But man, what do people think about that? If anybody hearing this
for Biggie and Pac, all I'm saying.
He said justice for Biggie and Pac.
Put it on justice for Biggie and Pac.
Put it on the shirt. Justice for Biggie and Pac.
Hashtag justice.
And have a picture. Have a picture of Diddy.
Hashtag justice for Biggie and Pac.
You heard it here first.
Hey, we keep
hashtag ready to die.
Did you know Ready to Die was released September 13th? Hold up. September 13th, 1994. And Tupac died September 13th, 1996.
He's ready to die.
Did you know that, Grim?
No, not until you said it earlier. That's why I just said that. I didn't know that. Until you said it earlier, fool. I knew that before we were talking about it earlier.
Oh, I didn't know you was on the phone, fool.
Yeah. That's why I said ready to die.
That's some wild
stuff. Ready to die till God has said hi.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, what you did.
I watched like an hour of that Diddy documentary. I couldn't watch no more, man. It is a lot of dry snitching going on, man.
Diddy docs.
Everybody knew what they was doing. You knew what you was doing. You were trying to get them locked up. Hey, man.
They all
stand on it. Stand on it. Diddy might get
stand on it.
But it's okay. Diddy might get you. he might blow your car. He might kill your dog. He might get you, unwrap all your Christmas gifts. Stand on it. You know, Curtis Jackson.
Your son been waiting all year for you. Finally bought him. Did he come in and steal it and leave him some coal?
That's the Grinch that stole Christmas,
man.
The real Grinch.
So, but for me, it's a lot of dry snitching. But shout out to 50 Cent for putting out the documentary.
Shout out to 50, yeah.
And listen, man.
Like I said, man, when it comes to films, bro, anything 50 touch is nice. It's gonna sell.
Nah, facts. Yo, and at the end of the day, it's just like this, man. If he didn't do it, he ain't on trial for none of the stuff. He on trial for Cassie. He ain't on trial for any of that other stuff, man. On none of that. So I don't even know why people tripping. But you know, Diddy got friends because Diddy does favors. So Jay had brought it when we was in New York. Jay had brought it when we was in New York. A lot of people were saying that Diddy did a lot of things for a lot of people, man. And this is possibly a reason why people are sticking up for him in the industry, saying this is wrong. What you think about that, Graham?
That could possibly be right. I think that's more or less right. I think. Are you talking about people saying that it's wrong about the Diddy documentary with 50?
Yeah.
I think it's about half and half. I'm gonna say like this, man. I think it's about half and half. I'm gonna say it's about half and half, man, because I can't dispute the fact that he has schmoozed with a lot of these people. Probably did a lot of favors, a lot of rubbed a lot of shoulders with a lot of rich people. So a lot of people would have motive to stick up for Diddy. But at the same time, 50's out of pocket.
I believe you're out of pocket too. Dry snitchers not dry snitching, but at the end of the day, somebody got to do it. Somebody gonna make $1 out of it. If it wasn't 50, it's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be some Jewish
company.
It's
gonna be somebody. That's definitely one thing.
Wasn't nobody just gonna let this go away. They weren't just gonna let it die off. That wasn't gonna happen.
Especially with all this information and they knew what they obviously was doing.
Got that red bottom on right there. Ooh. I need that royal blue.
Red bottom. And somebody knew what they was doing. They knew they was gonna make money off this, tons of money off this. This was the perfect opportunity for somebody to make some type of money. Why not capitalize on
that? The question,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold up. The question: if both of y'all was in the position to make this Diddy documentary and make money off it, would you do it?
Yes. And
would you do it?
And I put money on his books.
Because I don't have nothing personal against Diddy.
Yeah, I definitely would. Yeah, it would be nothing personal. It just, I'll tell you, man, I just want some money.
Well, I don't know how. Look, Diddy gonna take it personal? Anybody gonna take it personal if you're slamming their name like that? I mean, he can't be brought up on charges.
It's nothing personal, strictly business. It's never.
Is that what you're gonna tell? Hey, bro, I just want some money.
Yeah, it's never personal, always business.
Never personal, I would definitely do it.
I would.
So you can't knock 50 too much. If you would do the same thing then. That just at that point sounds like you're hating then. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, I ain't know that. That's what it is. That's hating.
I don't have, like I said, and I'll say it again, I don't have anything personal against Diddy. 50 does. So it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it is. You just doing it for money. You sell it out then. Basically, you saying I'm gonna sell out on my moral compass for $1.
What he say? Us people. What he say?
Yeah.
Why does it got to be one of us? But he turned around. He said he'd make the documentary too. Sell out. See what I'm saying? That's why you gotta watch what you say. This dude said he'd turn around to do the documentary too, but he tripping on 50 because 50 got something personal.
I'm because of the point I said, I don't have nothing personal against Diddy. Period.
I understand, but so you don't have nothing personal. But
that's my point.
But you'll do it for $1, mean you'll sell out.
50 does.
Right.
So if I don't like pedophiles and I feel like I want to put this out to inform people and it makes me $1 too, then so be it. But it's not nothing personal against 50 or against Diddy.
But it is.
It's not. I don't even know the dude.
Yeah, you're putting him out there. He's a pedophile.
Everybody already knows that. He's been on trial for it.
Yeah, but you're putting awareness to it. What are you talking about? If
you see what I'm saying?
You're personally trying to get him locked up. What you mean? You're trying to get him locked up. What are you talking about? You can't do that to somebody. It ain't personal. No, it's personal.
You know what you did. You trying to bring us
what
down,
you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you did. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. I want to know what other people do it. I ain't knocking it. Listen. If 50 Cent on his dry snitch,
other people would do it.
Not facts.
You'd be a fool to sit here and say you wouldn't do it. You'd be lying. You'd be lying if you said you would.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I would do it. I don't think I would do it.
There's a lot of capping going on anyway. So just in the industry, period. So people listen. Motherfuckers are trenders. They follow what's trending. So if this goes against the grain, it doesn't sound like what should be said, they're not gonna say it. Nigga like me, I don't give a fuck. The niggas are out of pocket. Period. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I got you, man. I got you. A lot of people do stuff for money. It's all good. Listen, 50 dry snitching. He is out of pocket. I ain't gonna lie, he's out of pocket. It has to be done. I wouldn't want to be the one to do it though.
And this is the thing, Keith. We keep. This is the thing. I don't want to stress on the whole dry snitching point because that's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying
no, but it's the truth.
It's
I ain't worried about your point. I'm talking about the truth.
Okay, yeah, that's not even what I'm saying though. So that's a whole nother thing. We could just add that. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, he's dry snitching, but I wasn't even talking about that.
Well, that's the main thing that matters. You're trying to get him locked up.
Right.
You're actively trying to get him locked up. That's the main thing that counts here. You're making $1, but you're trying to get him locked up. Let's be clear. If somebody is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's out of pocket. Listen, I'm all for it. Hey, get locked up. I just wouldn't want to be the one to do that. Me personally, I wouldn't want to be the one to do it. Fuck, I mean, forget $1. That's a little crazy. And 50's already known as being a snitch.
And that's why I said it's unfortunate that it had to be 50 Cent.
Ain't unfortunate. Else in the world. He was dry snitching on Supreme. He just keeping the ball going.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no paperwork on 50 though.
Huh?
There's no paperwork on him though.
Nah, but when you make a movie and you say this guy's name is Supreme and this guy's Majestic, you knew what he was trying to say. He's in so many words. He's trying to say you killed my mom, fool.
Yeah.
You know, he said it without saying you killed my mom. Because his mom was one of the 12 that was going to snitch on Supreme, allegedly. And she mysteriously ended up dead. Poison to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't the first time 50 dry snitch. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I like 50 Cent. But it is the facts are the facts. You can't lie about the facts just because you like somebody. Pause. You know? But like I said, I just wouldn't want to be that guy. Not for $1. Hell, you already rich. How much money do you need? But at the same time, I'm just mad because Tupac and Biggie had all these so-called friends. And why ain't y'all do this? 50 said he didn't even know these guys. You know? So he's definitely doing it for $1. You know?
Yeah. And that's what makes it sad.
That's what makes it sad.
It's different if he was doing it for the awareness, but I don't think 50 really gives a damn about the awareness. 50 knows what's going on in the industry. He's in the industry. I think he wants to make $1, and I think he wants to drag Puff Daddy's name as much as he can while he has a chance to.
Yeah, because he know the other side would have done it, so he said, "Let me beat them to the punch," and it looks even better with me because I'm dragging one of my own, which that's always a factor. But hey. He has to live with that, and let's see if he'll be able to live out his days like that too. It won't be the first time 50 got shot at. And as it stands right now, Diddy will be getting out of jail. He will not rot in there as it stands right now. But I do believe another trial sometime is coming because there's no way Keefe D is arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur. And you mean to tell me y'all are not about to bring up charges on P. Diddy? That's out of control. It don't even make sense. You're going to arrest this man for the murder of Tupac Shakur, and P. Diddy gets to just stay in jail or get out of jail. That doesn't make sense. Especially if Keefe D is saying he's supposed to pay me $1 million. Make that make sense. And this is all allegedly, but Keefe D is arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur.
So, viewers out there, what we'd like to do is we'd like to have you guys call in and give your opinion on who you actually think killed Tupac Shakur and if Puff Daddy had anything to do with it.
What number they call him? Hey,
man, just call in and comment, man. They know how to get a hold of us. We ain't too far.
He said call
hashtag it. But we need some opinions about that. Since you were mentioning that,
you said who killed Tupac? Is that what you said?
Who was behind the murder of Tupac Shakur? Because you keep saying Puffy, 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 and it's like, who's out there to even believe that? I don't believe that. Because the media says it?
No, Keefe D said it, fool.
So you call him Keefe D a liar?
Yeah, you call him the murderer, the liar?
Yeah.
What evidence do you have to say Keefe D's lying?
What evidence do we have to say he's not? Exactly.
You got to go off his word. He was there. He's arrested.
As I was gonna say, he was in the car.
He is arrested. So why isn't Puffy arrested? So the question is, listen, you answered
everybody in the car.
You answered your own question. Then why isn't Puffy arrested? Why isn't Puffy arrested?
Who can say he's not going to get arrested? They might do him being do. Listen, homie got bread, and when the feds do something, they gonna do stuff charge by charge.
Yeah, you already know they ain't.
He might be able to think he's gonna get out in 2 years. The next thing you know, they say, no, you're not. You got a new charge right here, murder. We don't know how this is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
They do play.
They might. You know, that very well could happen. But it hasn't happened yet, and as it stands, Puff Daddy is innocent until proven guilty.
I don't agree with that, bro. What America do you live in?
it is what it is. I don't believe he had anything to do with it anyway. That's just my personal opinion. So
I believe he did. I believe he did.
Crips.
But he was the one that was paying the Crips. That's why they was investigating P. Diddy from the jump back in the 90s.
Right. I think that might have been the case maybe overall, but I think that night it specifically had to do with old boy getting jumped.
Could be.
What I'm saying is Puffy might have had something.
Hold on.
What I'm saying is, listen.
Hold on. But you know why he got jumped, right? Why did he get jumped?
Right, because of the chains. Right, because of the chains that Puffy had. Puffy put the money on. I get that. What I'm saying is, and that's what I'm saying, Puffy might have had something to do with this overall. Like there might have been an overall hit or something going on with Pac. But I'm saying specifically that night with that incident is because of Tupac. Okay, basically what I'm saying is if Tupac and them never would have ran up on old boy and jumped him, he might have still been living. At least not that night. At least he wouldn't have died that night.
Well, let's say this. All right. When you pay, and I don't see how Jeezy got away with this too. When somebody dies or something happens, when you're the root of a cause of a murder, you usually go to jail for murder. I don't know how Jeezy got away with that murder. That when his homeboy got killed.
Oh yeah.
When he was asking for Gucci Mane's chain, I don't know how he got away with that. Because if Puff really did put money on all these death row chains, they snatch a death row chain, and homeboy gets jumped for stealing the death row chain, and in retaliation, Pac gets killed. You know, P. Diddy is held liable for what happened.
He could be held liable, but that would be really considered indirect. He could be considered liable, but as far as the actual murder and the beef, that would be considered indirect.
But he would. It ain't no could.
He could because he could be held liable, but then why isn't he then?
Because he got some money, and he's not like us. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, Grim, go to court."
So how's the fuck did Snoop Dogg get held liable for dude's murder when his bodyguard shot the boy and Snoop didn't shoot?
Same. But
incident. Snoop got held liable and got put on trial for it.
Same incident, but Snoop didn't have that kind of money. Snoop didn't have P. Diddy's money at that time. Snoop was still in the hood.
I don't know. They gave Snoop Death Row's lawyer.
Yeah,
I think he had Johnny Cochran. Matter of fact, didn't he?
Yeah, but yeah,
that's who P. Diddy had. Huh? Oh no, that's who P. Diddy had the first time.
But Suge paid for that. That's his biggest.
Johnny Cochran was the best lawyer in America.
Suge paid for that.
Right.
If Snoop Dogg's your artist, you're gonna pay for the best lawyer. What are you talking about, bro?
Of course.
Yeah. So what do you mean? Snoop didn't have the money? Come on.
It doesn't matter if Snoop had the money. He still got off, and he still got put on trial for it. Is what I'm saying. How did he get put liable, and Puff Daddy didn't get put liable? And they both had the same lawyer, so the money's not the issue. He didn't have the same lawyer, but what I'm saying is, Johnny, listen to me. Johnny Cochran was the best lawyer in America at the time that you could get. So if Puff Daddy were to get in some shit back then, the same trouble back then, I promise you, and Johnny Cochran was still alive, that's what we would have grabbed.
It does, but that doesn't matter. The reason they didn't just flat out Snoop didn't just flat out kill somebody. No,
he didn't. He didn't have nothing to do. That's what I'm saying. His bodyguard did it.
Right,
that's my point.
He still was held responsible because they were coming. The dude was coming for Snoop.
Right, I get that. I get the whole thing. What I'm saying is, why is one situation
on trial because it's gang affiliation? It was two different gang members about to go at it.
Okay, somebody's still dead.
Yeah, somebody ended up dead. So now you got to go to court and prove that you
who initiated, allegedly he initiated it.
That's what I'm saying. Snoop went on trial because
it wasn't Snoop going after him. Yeah.
So
so it's even worse with Puff Daddy because Puff Daddy put money on these people.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with a case like this and P. Diddy has money and Suge is being investigated, everybody's being investigated, the murderer is dead, all these things have gone. You got to understand, they didn't have cameras and all that stuff like they have now. They didn't have a camera on every block. If they did, P. Diddy would have been caught. You got to understand, the LA Police Department was corrupt. So many factors go into this. They have to let this thing play out, and there got to be a lot of snitching going on right now. That's it. They didn't, they didn't have to all this wire money. It was everything straight cash, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And it's all allegedly, but you got one person that says he was there when Tupac got killed, and he's saying, Puff, you owe me $1 million. And he's had multiple interviews where he said this, bro. Multiple.
Talking about KPD.
Yeah. So, and we got to remember back in the 90s, because I was a bad boy head. I'm like, why are y'all looking at my man Puff? Go get Suge. Why are y'all talking about P? Because they were saying P. Diddy, remember, he had to talk to the cops because he's talking about he had to pay the Crips. And he was saying he was paying the Crips for coming to California and he was paying for protection. Remember, that was his whole thing. I was paying for protection. Come to find out, you weren't paying for protection. There was a money transaction. He said he paid for protection to get into California. That wasn't what it is. Now it's coming out, Keefe D saying, nah, you had us kill Pop. Now the thing, you got to figure out who lying. See what I'm saying?
So you mean to tell me the feds let P. Diddy you mean to tell me, you mean to tell me the feds nailed P. Diddy for the sex trafficking shit, but they won't, the state won't nail him for the murder of Tupac Shakur?
2 different times. It's 2 different times, bruh. You can't look at it like that. There's internet exchange and all that. You talking about the 90s. We didn't die. We was born without we was around when there weren't no cell phones. What are we talking about, bruh?
But you have the man who supposedly did it was there coming out saying this. He could get on stand. He could easily get on stand and say, yes, it was that man right there that put me up.
But you can't. You have to have more than just Keefe D's words going against somebody like Puff Daddy because he got money. Yo, listen, you have all your cards on deck messing with somebody like Diddy, or he's gonna walk away for the murder of Tupac Shakur forever.
I think he's probably gonna do that anyway if he did do it.
Right, but see, back because you don't have a dog in the fight and you don't care. You got to understand the prosecutor who's going to be prosecuting, their whole career is right there. You miss this, dog, go get a job at Walmart. Go do something else. You got to understand, you got one shot. That's going to be probably the biggest case of your damn life. You better have all your ducks in a row messing with Diddy, man. You just not going to roll Diddy up in the courtroom and say, this, boom. He ain't me and you. He might be black, but he not me and you. Because he gonna roll in there trunk tight. I mean, you see him in the penitentiary. Dude just bought 1,000 inmates Thanksgiving. You know how much that, of course you know, how much that meal cost? He bought 1,000 of them Thanksgiving. Diddy got paper.
Yeah.
You're not about to play with him like that. Not the DEA, not the prosecutor. Bro, you better be trunk tight. Man, listen, when the feds went and got, what's the homeboy's name? What's that? Gotti. They had to be trunk tight, dog. Gotti had that money, and all they got was to what, tax evasion. That's how they got. You got Gotti for tax evasion. That's all you can get him for. No
murders, no nothing.
Yeah, you ain't get him for no murders. You ain't get him for none of that, bro, you got to be trunk tight when you get these fools, man. These fools got money. They
these
not
were all people saying they did the murders because John Gotti said so. What you think they're gonna do to Puffy?
You gotta think these dudes is
People
real
gangsters. This is like a serious case right here.
Hell yeah, this is the murder of Tupac Shakur. You got to understand, for years, whoever murdered, whether the guy in charge, whether it's Diddy, whether it was whoever, you done made the feds look like a fool. This is one of the biggest cases of all time in U.S. history. One of them. Brad, you better be trunk tight. You got to understand, people are making their careers are on the line. If you want, once you get Diddy in there and you say you killed Tupac, you better have all your ducks in a row, because this can be the end of your career. It's not just you losing the case, man. Your career's over. Just like Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran won those cases. He was lit. He was good. That name, his people live on. Kim, that's the Kardashians. He was just on Johnny Cochran's legal team. That's all. He was just a guy on the legal team. Kardashians lit. You see what I'm saying? That right there can make you or break you. Man, big bank take little bank, man. You lose a case, ain't nobody effing with you, man. You win the case, you up. You up. That's like Diddy's lawyer. I'm not saying Diddy's lawyer is not successful, but if Diddy would have got off, whoever, we don't even know who Diddy's lawyer, the name of Diddy's lawyer. If Diddy would have got off for all these charges, never go to jail, that dude's name would be everywhere and you would know it. You know?
The new Teflon Don.
Right. Because for Diddy in that Shine case, didn't he have to sell one of his skyscrapers? Wasn't that one of the things he had to sell a skyscraper or something to pay Johnny Cochran? He had to pay Johnny Cochran millions. It was something crazy. See, I remember that far back. No, he had to pay Johnny Cochran a lot of money. I could look it up, but we ain't got time to look it up right now, bro. Right now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna keep going for a couple more minutes. I appreciate everybody that's tapping in. Go ahead and like, subscribe, man. We're gonna keep doing more of these lives, man. What do y'all think about Sean Puffy Combs? If y'all seen it, the Netflix special, The Reckoning, is 50 Cent out of pocket. Is he out of pocket, man? I think he's out of pocket. I think he's out of pocket, but I do think it still need to be done. Listen, that predatory stuff, it don't fly nowhere. Not in America, not in these other countries. Look, that being a predator on men, women, children, Diddy parties, baby oil, all that old freaky stuff, it ain't cool, bro. It ain't cool. This is,
you know what you did.
Right. That was screaming bad boy. Like,
you know what you did.
You got my homeboy Biggie looking suspect in some of these videos. Mace looking suspect. You know, craziness. Had Mace and Cam fell out over Bad Boy, man. Think about that. Mace and Cam fell out on Bad Boy because Cam thought Mace was hating on him because he didn't want him to sign the Bad Boy. They done fell out for over a decade over what you thought. And all it really took was a conversation. Just two men having a conversation. That's all it took, man. Y'all supposed to be homies. Y'all supposed to be homies, but y'all can't even have a conversation because Mace can't tell his homeboy, hey, man, I'm being screwed over on my deal, man. I ain't making no money. I'm broke. That's sad, man. Especially as a young 19-year-old man. How do you tell your homeboys you really broke? But it looks like you selling all these records. You wearing all these shiny suits. You driving these fly cars. Everything you owe to Diddy. Yeah. Shady stuff, man. But y'all tell us what y'all think. The Diddy Bop. The Diddy Bop.
You heard it here first, Diddy Bop Records.
You heard it first, Diddy Bobsters.
Diddy Bobsters. Yeah, man. That's it for the stream. Like, share, subscribe, and we are out.